What's up guys? David here, back with another snowboard review. Last time around, if you didn't catch my review, I reviewed the K2 Alchemist 2021. As you guys know, that's a snowboard that I absolutely love. But this time around, I'm going to talk to you about another one of my snowboards that I've fallen in love with. It's the Ride Algorythm 2021. This is your more all-around snowboard, whereas the K2 Alchemist is your more fast charging, get through everything snowboard. But this is your all-around snowboard, but more on the freestyle side. So you've got the K2 Alchemist, which is all around more free ride, and then you've got this one here, the Ride Algorythm, which is more all around freestyle. I'm fortunate to have ridden the 2020 and the 2021. The 2020, basically the same board. Graphics have changed, a little bit from the 2020. The 2020 was, I'm going to say, a little bit busier. They've simplified it. They've made it a little cleaner. Really more of a, a Halloween theme. It's kind of cool. So the front is like a matte black with these white, pop-out graphics, and the back is really a white base. As you can see here. I think the graphics are cool. I'm not a huge fan of the white base, but overall this is, I think, a really a cool looking board. So let's talk a little bit about this board, why I purchased this board. This board here is, again, like I mentioned, it's your all-around board. It's a directional board, twin tip. So you can see, directional meaning that the stance is set back about 3/4 of an inch. It's got some cool features on it. This is a board that has a nice sort of subtle rocker in between your feet, but then it's got, a subtle camber in between your feet, but it also has a rocker, in the front and in the back. And it actually has more rocker than it does camber, which, still allows you to do things like buttering, but also if you want to get, those deeper carves, it still allows you to do that as well. And again, it's kind of that board that's jack of all trades. It does everything, and you would think that because it does everything, you would compromise in some areas, and of course there's always a bit of a compromise, but overall I'm going to say it does everything very good. Not just good, it does it very, very good. And they've really packed this board in with a lot of technology. Even the side cut, they've got their technology called the quadratic side cut, which is basically 3 different angles. It's 3 different radii. Again, really allowing you to get into those turns and out of those turns very quickly. And I would agree with that it's one of the things I've noticed with this board is that really, when you want to engage your carves, it engages very, very quickly. You want to take a fast, sharp turn, it allows you to do that. You want to take a really deep carve, it's going to allow you to do that as well. The carving on this board is, the carves are going to be shorter than they will with the K2 Alchemist. Again, the K2 Alchemist, you're going at much higher speed, so you don't want a very quick, aggressive turn. This is going to be really smooth, turn. The Alchemist is almost like a snake. It just slithers along. This one here, you've got to work at it a little bit more from, toe to heel, but also very, very smooth. It's a little bit of a wider board, so again, allowing you to do rails easily, taking hits as well, very well. The stance is set back, so if you want to hit some powder, you can do that as well. I'm going to say that that's a little bit where I found, this board. I noticed, I would really prefer the Alchemist and the Algorythm is, if I'm in deeper snow. Again, you can do it. This is a board that can absolutely do everything if you wanted it to. It can be that board that does it all and have one board. I'm fortunate I have 2 boards. I've been snowboarding for 30 years, and after a while you sort of realize what you're looking for, and again, adapt to the environment that you're in and the mountains that are in your area. Some other technologies, the top sheet, they've got this fiberglass glass top sheet, which really gives an even flex. So let's talk a little bit about the flex. This it's got a nice flex to it. It's again, it's an all-around board, so you're not going to get a board that's very stiff. And Ride does have the tendency to have stiffer boards, and personal preference is, I do like more of a stiffer board. This is in between. I think it's a 7 on 10. So it's flexible enough to do buttering. You do have to work at it a little bit. I'm 160 pounds soaking wet. I can butter easily with this board, but it's not a board that will just do it, you know, without any effort. You do have to put in some effort into it. Again, great for carving, great for park. This size here is a 157. It's the exact same size as the K2 Alchemist. You know, I'm 5'7" and it's a 157. I think it's perfect for me. It's more for an intermediate advanced rider. But you know, you could get away with this if you're starting out too. I almost think this is a board you can hop on, you know, as you're starting out and keep it for many, many, many years. It comes in a lot of different sizes too, which I thought was kind of interesting. They've got, again, this is a 157, but they have a 151. They've got, I believe, a 155 wide, and then they have the 157, which is this one here. They also have a 160 wide, and then a 161, and then a 164 wide. So they've got like everything, every size for every, you know, different weight and I'm gonna say type of rider. So again, really that board that does everything all around. So guys, if you are looking for that snowboard where you want to do everything and you want that one trick pony, but you don't want to compromise and you don't want to get a cheap board, this is it. This is Ride's pretty much top of the line. I believe it is their top of the line. I think it retails for $649, and I think it sold out pretty quick. It's got very good reviews. Again, a lot of the reviews that I found, I was hard finding research on this board. It was a lot of, you know, reviews on specs and features. So I'm really trying to give you my experience on it. Feel free to leave me comments, guys, if you have anything, you know, you want to ask. I'm doing these reviews just to help people out. That's it. Nothing more than that. I'm just a passionate snowboarder that's been doing this for 30 years. And little bonus, guys, why don't I talk a little bit about some of the other pieces of equipment that I use while I'm riding. This helmet, I love this helmet. This is top of the line. I've had a few concussions back in the day, so I really wanted to make sure that I protect my noggin. It's taken a beating enough over the years, really from snowboarding. So this is the Smith Quantum. So it is their top of the line helmet. I like it. It's really light. It's got their MIPS technology as well, which is really made, you know, to withstand or absorb impacts. So if you take a hard impact, it's supposed to help for concussions. It's got vents in the front and in the back, so very easy to use. It's very comfortable on the inside. It's snug. It also has the MEPS technology, their speakers or headphones integrated into the helmet. Pretty cool. You know, you actually use your ears to, you know, to turn on the music. You turn it on with your right ear. To turn it off, you turn it off here. To the volume, you press it twice quickly for the volume to go up. You press it twice slowly for the volume to go down. So there's a bit of a learning curve to get used to that technology, but once you get used to it, it's actually really cool. You can answer the phone and you can make calls with Siri as well, very, very easily actually. You hold the both ears down for I believe 6 seconds, and then Siri kicks in and you can call anybody you want. So very cool. Another feature that I found out the other day, which is very cool because you have access to Siri, is you hold the earphone down, again, both for about 6 seconds, and you ask Siri what time it is. So if you're riding and you're not sure what time it is, sometimes you're fighting for your watch, no need. Just ask Siri and you don't need to take out your phone out. So it's a really cool helmet. I love it. You know, look-wise, it's kind of plain, you know, there's nothing really exciting about this helmet. But that's not what I was looking for. I was actually looking for a helmet that really, really gave me the protection that I needed. So all around, I love this helmet. I've tried many other helmets, Anon, the one before I had a K2 helmet, but this has actually been my favorite helmet by far. Goggles, I'm riding the Smith. This is the 4D Mag, so you know, also I believe they're top of the line goggles. They're great goggles. You know, look, what they claim here is you have a really wide scope of vision, and even, you know, downwards as well, so you can see that the lens sort of lips underneath, so you can see down below. Yeah, you can. You know, I find it's a little bit distorted. It does have, it comes with 2 different lenses, which is really cool. So, I do some night boarding sometimes and I'll change the lens. But it does have that mirror lens, and you can pick, they have all different styles and colors as well. So, that's really, personal preference as well. The one complaint I will say is that I do find that they fog up a little bit too easily. I was disappointed for such a high-end goggle. I would have thought that they would have been just amazing, and I had a pair of Oakleys before this and I never had that issue, and suddenly now they tend to fog up a little bit more. It doesn't fog up forever, but it fogs up just quickly, and then it dissipates. So look, it's not an inconvenience, it's more I'm surprised. I still love them, but that's it. Those are the 2, that's the helmet and goggles that I use. And the other thing the other piece of equipment that I use are the my boots. So the boots, I was looking for a boot that, again, I was able to do free ride, freestyle, that wasn't too stiff, not too soft. It's hard to find, and I found that the Ride Deadbolt sort of had all of that. It's a boot that still is flexible, but also is stiff enough to make those aggressive carves if you want to, but it's flexible enough still if you want to hit the park. It's very comfortable. I also like that it has the dual BOA technology, so it's got it on the side and on the front. The front takes care of the top portion of the boot, and the side takes care of the bottom portion of the boot. It's super easy. They do have also what they call the power strap. Honestly, not too sure. The one thing I will say though, if you're using the power strap, to make sure that you tighten the top part really to the point that it's snug, and you don't want to retighten it, because every single time then you're going to have to tighten this extra strap. This extra strap is supposed to give you that extra tightness. Honestly, I don't think it makes that much of a difference, but it's there. It's not a nuisance. It's there. I guess it helps out. On the inside, you can see what I like about it is the boot insert. It's got a Velcro, so it opens up really nice and wide when you're putting your foot in, and then you can sort of snug it in there and get the Velcro engaged there and tight, and then you just tighten the top. As you know, the BOA technology is just awesome technology. I'm a huge fan of that. And voila, that's it, my friends. So hey, listen, if you have any questions, comments, if you want me to do more of a review on any of this stuff, just let me know, and yeah, hopefully that helps one of you guys out, and I hope to see you guys on the slopes one day. Give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and or a dislike if you don't like it. Hey, I can't appease everybody. That's it, guys.